Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Facebook Live Thursday, and here we are in my garden. I love it. Look at that. Oh, I love it. Absolutely just love gardening. And what's crazy is if you would have told me I was going to be gardening even about 5 years ago, I'd have said, you're nuts. There's no way I would ever do that. That's crazy. I'm not going to be no farmer. And now I've got chickens and my garden and who knows what else. Oh, and I've got a rabbit now. Forgot having rabbits. No, we don't eat them. Just for those who are wondering, we do not eat our rabbits. They're friends. They provide the nutrients for my garden, or in other words, the, what do you call it, excrement, the enjoyable stuff that the gardens love. And I'm just moving over here, sorry about the kind of get to see some of my mess behind. All right, I'm gonna sit down today, even though I could be up walking around. I've been trying to figure out what I wanted to discuss today. And I think it's just gratitude. At least right now, that's where I want to go for. It's just gratitude for what we have. Gratitude for all of our blessings. Being grateful for our health. Being grateful for our home, or if, I hope this isn't causing problems here. Anyways, being grateful for our home. Being grateful for, just the smallest things in life. Being grateful for the sunshine. Being grateful for grass. Being grateful for the soccer balls and just all the small things in life that we sometimes just take for granted because they're always there. They're always there. I was looking at a video the other day from a gentleman who's over in Africa right now, and they were playing soccer ball with a bunch of recycled plastic bags that they just rolled up into a huge ball, and then they took and taped it. And so it was taped up plastic bags. That's what they were playing soccer with. And what was interesting is then that got me thinking about the soccer team. I can't remember where there's an island, or it's kind of like a city on water. And the boys in 1969, I believe it was, said they wanted to play soccer. They wanted to play soccer ball in the traditional sense, but they lived on water. And there were so many people who were telling them, laughing at them, saying you're a joke and all this. But this group of boys, oh, what was that? I just got nailed. So there's a group of boys that they were saying, no, we want to play soccer. And they didn't let that stop them, that the fact that they lived on water. So they went out and they grabbed all the, leftover lumber, anything that people were throwing away, and they created a field on the water. They created a floating soccer field. And they didn't have nets, so they would frequently kick the ball off into the water, and they would be jumping around on things, and they would constantly playing when it was wet. Well, they continued to pursue their dreams. And this football team, and I'm gonna, okay, there's a bird up there. That's round 3. I just got nailed again, so we're moving out from underneath the tree. Oh my goodness. I lost my train of thought there after getting hit the 3rd time. Okay. So this team, they wanted to play soccer. Hey Porter, good to see you. And when they, hi Carly, and when they they started pursuing their dreams. Everybody's laughing at them. Ah, ha, ha. Well, then these boys, they built their floating soccer ball field. After they built that, and they were constantly having to chase the ball into the water and then throw it back on, they were playing with now wet, slippery surfaces. Well, long story short, these boys, they hear about this opportunity to go play soccer. And they're like, we're going to go do it. We're going to go compete. And they had no official training. They'd only watched what they'd seen on TV and stuff like that. So that's how they learned the rules and things like that. Well, so they took their knowledge and their desire. They built their field. They practiced. They did what they could with what they had. Then they went and they competed. And at first they're seeing all these teams. Oh wait, I digress. Back up a little bit. Right before they leave to go to the compete, they get the village people. They gathered together and they had purchased actual uniforms for them, because they were just going to go in just everyday clothes because that's what they had. So they purchased actual uniforms for them. And they told them, go do well. So here, at first they were kind of laughing at him and joking with him, saying, "No, you're never going to succeed. What are you talking about? We're a city floating on water. How you can play soccer?" But then they started encouraging them and supporting them. And as they started encouraging and supporting them, the boys just got more and more excited. So then they're leaving to go compete. And they get there and they see all these big, huge teams, and they're like going, "Oh, how are we going to do? I mean, look at these guys! Wow!" Well, they start playing, and boom, they are doing really well. They start winning. They're going from one thing to the next, and they're winning every game. So then they go into the final match. They made it to the finals. It's down to them and one other team, and the rain starts pouring. And at first they're running around, they've got their shoes on, and they're running around playing soccer, and they're just getting creamed. This other team is just doing so well and just beating them bad. Well, during halftime, the boys sat down and they're talking about how their shoes were slowing them down. Well, back in the village, when they were playing on the floating soccer field, in that village, they played soccer without shoes on because they were always going into the water. So one boy says, "Well, I'm taking my shoes off," and then it followed. All of them took their shoes off, and they go back into the game, and they just start doing so well because now they're playing exactly what they practice on. They're no longer slipping and sliding. They don't have their shoes aren't weighing them down, and they end up winning the championship. And now I guess to this day, this floating village has won. I wish I could remember the name of the village, because I'm going to look it up and I'm going to post in the comments. But this floating village has won like 16 or 17 titles. And if you're a soccer fan, then you'll know the name of this company. I mean this village. But the village got behind them and supported them and encouraged them. But the boys never let their dreams die. And they were encouraged despite their challenges, despite the frustrations. They were grateful that they were able to get this lumber and build this floating soccer field. They were grateful that they were able to go and play, and then they didn't realize how good they were until they actually started participating, until they started competing and winning. Well, I think that relates a lot with our lives, that we have our challenges, we have our goals. Here's our goal. It's out there. We're like, "Oh yeah, we're going to get our goal." And we see it. And then we'll have people that say, they're going to laugh at you, they joke at you, they think, "What a dreamer. Give me a break. There's no way that's going to happen." But then they actually, you start to get closer to it. It's amazing how those doubters can then become our greatest advocates. And then we need that village. We need the support of those around us. But we don't let them stop us. We let them encourage us. So if they start laughing at you saying, give me a break, that kind of a goal, yeah, you see, we're on a floating field. I mean, we're living on water. How are you going to do that? If you let that stop you, you let your floating field stop you, then you're giving them the power to win over your dreams. Is your dream more powerful, or is their discouragement more powerful? And in this case of the boys, their dream was definitely more powerful, and now they're leading champions on a regular basis. Well, that's, I say, is the exact same thing for you. Is you can be leading champions in whatever it is that you're wanting to accomplish or achieve in your life, as long as when you get those doubters, when you get those hate mongers, when you get those people that say and laugh at you, that you look and you use that doubt as energy, as fuel, as encouragement to just keep going, to push through, to not allow anybody to destroy your dreams, to be grateful for what you have, and to be able to push through regardless of the challenges. And that's how you want to use their mean or doubting, for lack of a better term, the doubting Thomas, excuse me, I apologize about that. We don't want to allow anybody to destroy our dreams. And if you use their doubt as just fuel to say, oh yeah, I'm going to show you. And I've done this several times in my life when I'll set a big goal that people say, oh, that's going to take you years and years and years and 20, 30 years, whatever, to accomplish that goal. And then I say, no, I'm going to do it within 5. Well, okay, maybe I didn't do it in 5. It took me 10. But still, I achieved a goal that I wanted to. Don't let anybody tear your dreams down, your goals down. And if you don't have any goals, start setting some. Start looking for those things that drive and create passion in you. If you want to travel, if you want to, take up a hobby, don't let anything stop you. Go for it. You are amazing. Realize it, believe it, feel it inside. Because I believe in you. Thank you for listening. Please share this. Let somebody else know how amazing they are. And because you never know who this was meant for. And the more we share, the more we give, the more grateful that we will be able to be towards the smaller things in life. Have a fabulous day, guys. Thank you.